Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you the next episode in our DLC character tournament for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So real quick, I want to go over a couple rules, and probably the most important rule as of late, because some people, when they stop by to vote, some people don't understand this. Vote for who you personally want. That shouldn't be a rule, but it is. Because I see a lot of people come, oh, well, this character wouldn't have a chance because this reason. They're a sticker. They're an assist trophy. It doesn't, none of that matters, honestly. This is a tournament for fun. I just want to stress that. This tournament is for fun. Just vote for who you would rather have. It doesn't matter if they're an assist trophy. Doesn't matter if they're a spirit. Just vote for who you want. I want to make that clear because... Still reading the comments, there's a lot of people, how can you vote for this character as an assist trophy? You know what? I could keep trying to say it, but some people, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. So, the rest of the rules that really matter, 1 vote per person. You know, the voting will stay open for 1 week. We go until there's a winner. Practically, you know, till the tournament gets complete. Let's see if there's a tie. Flip a coin. Easiest way to do it. And I know, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So usually we start these off by going over the results from the previous week, which should be game number 6, and that would be Isaac from Golden Sun. That's kind of where I'm also getting, you know, that rule. Vote for who you personally want, not just because one character might seem like they're deconfirmed. But Isaac from Golden Sun took on Rayman from the Rayman series, so... this one wasn't really that close, and you know, I have no problem whoever you vote for. I honestly don't. This is for me. This is for us to see who other people like, you know, who we think as a community might have a better chance, which is fine. I'd like to see that. I like to see this. So Rayman ended up winning 85-31, but there is just some people that I guess they didn't understand it, or they just, you know, the video pops up, they quickly type in who they vote for, and then they just comment somebody else, whoa, how would you vote? You know, we don't, it's fun. It's fine. I don't know. That point's just kind of bugging me. That's just kind of bugging me. So, there you go. Congrats. Rayman moved on. I would personally love to see Rayman in the game. I did vote Isaac, but I'd still love to see Rayman playable in the game. So, yeah, that's that for the results. And then Isaac moves down to the loser bracket because... well, double elimination tournament. So Isaac will face the loser game 7, which we'll find out the winner of that on Monday, which is Erdrick from Dragon Quest taking on Master Chief. Should be interesting. So, yeah, let's get today's matchup, which is game 12. Number 14 seed, Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series, which to me is a sleeper pick for DLC. A sleeper pick. I think has a decent shot. Decent. And then taking on Tails from the Sonic series, who maybe Tails has a pretty decent chance as well, because well, I'll get into some details about that. So let's do this. Ryu Hayabusa. Let's start with him, right? So Ryu Hayabusa from the Ninja Gaiden series, pretty much like the last truly iconic character from like the early, you know, NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System days. There's a lot of big characters then that have, you know, evolved throughout the years of gaming and are, you know, still around today. And Ryu Hayabusa is still one of them, although I do want to point out that I don't think there's been a Ninja Gaiden game since like 2012, I want to say. So it's been a few years since we've had a Ninja Gaiden game. But Ryu Hayabusa is not only in just Ninja Gaiden games, he's also in the Dead or Alive franchise. It's like a fighting game. So Ryu Hayabusa can absolutely hold his own in a fight, and just kind of like going back to the point, he's like the last, at least in my eyes, he's like the last. There's nothing else I can really think of, unless did Mortal Kombat start on NES or did Mortal Kombat start on Super Nintendo? I think that started Super Nintendo, but I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. So if Mortal Kombat was Super Nintendo, Ryu Hayabusa is the last kind of like iconic legendary character from the NES, because you know, when Simon Belmont got added, you know, it was kind of like, okay, so he's a, you know, throwback character from, you know, the, you know, olden days. And I mean, he's still kind of somewhat, you know, relevant nowadays, which is fine. But Ryu Hayabusa, the character design is very nice. He's been in fighting games, so you can easily kind of come up with his own fighting moves. I mean, look at, I mean, he's a ninja. I personally want this character so much, and I don't know. Just to me, it seems like it's a. I don't know. I don't know how I want to put this. Like it's, like I don't want to say it's sad, but like not a lot of people really think of Ryu Hayabusa, and that could be because he hasn't really been in a game in how long. He hasn't had a main game to his franchise, Ninja Gaiden game, since like 2012, I'm pretty sure. So I mean, I can understand him being forgotten, but in terms of video game like kind of icons, his name is thrown out there all the time, all the time. And another point I want to bring up when I've had like 2 or 3 people say this to me, so I always want to repeat this. Well, you can't have 2 Ryus in the game, that would confuse some people, Ryu from Street Fighter, go to character selection screen, click Ryu from Street Fighter, and then you click Ryu from, well, Ninja Gaiden. That could confuse some people. Well, it's pretty simple. Ryu is just Ryu from Street Fighter, and then just going off of how they do it in the Dead or Alive games, when you click on Ryu Hayabusa, the announcer would just say Hayabusa instead, and plus there's always somebody that, well, that takes care of itself, so there's no confusion. Plus they just totally look different, so you can't really get them confused. And plus we do have 2 Roys in the game technically, so yeah, that's just something to think about. But yeah, Ryu Hayabusa, I really, personally, I would love to see this character, and I think he has, I don't want to say, anywhere like guaranteed shot, but I think he's definitely a sleeper pick that not a lot of people are thinking of. But let's move on to Tails, his opponent. So Tails from the Sonic series, right? So after we got, what was it, back in E3, the Knuckles got revealed as a assist trophy. A lot of us, including myself, kind of thought that Knuckles kind of replaced Shadow for the assist trophy, and then Shadow got upgraded to playable status. Well, sadly, that did not happen, and Shadow is still an assist trophy. Still don't know why they waited so long to show him. That's kind of, to me, that was bizarre. Why wait that long? Why? I don't know. I didn't understand that. But so that kind of leaves us, Sonic series has 1 playable rep, obviously, in Sonic, and now 2 assist trophies. It's got what, 1 or 2 stages as well. So how does Tails fit into this? Well, Tails is definitely one of the more, recognizable names in video games, and of course in the Sonic franchise as well. And of course, Sega and Nintendo, they work pretty well together. Tails being Sonic's sidekick, I think, kind of gives him, again, kind of in the same breath as Ryu when I say this. Like, I don't think they're anywhere, either of these 2 characters are anywhere near, highly considered, but I still think it's characters that people have to look out for. And especially, I mean, I'll get to the Mii outfits in a second, because that's kind of a point in itself as well. But Tails from the Sonic series, and Nintendo and Sega work well together. I can see Tails becoming a DLC character. I mean, he's a big enough character. His name is big enough to where people would know who it is if you're gonna buy the DLC. Whether you want to buy the Fighter Pass or just buy them individually, people would know who the character is, and plus he would be pretty unique. Of course, you got to get his tails. Tails. You got to get that somehow involved. The helicopter tail move. You got to get that involved somehow. I don't know. You could maybe, I don't know, maybe a Final Smash. Could he work like maybe Bowser Jr. in terms of like all those like robots and all the machines that he designs and creates? Could he kind of be like Bowser Jr. in that sense, where he's in some sort of mech or something that he controls, and he goes around maybe using that for his moveset? I think that's a possibility as well. And I guess getting back to the Mii outfits here. So a lot of characters that got Mii outfits, and again, there's quite a few that also didn't as well, but a lot of characters that got Mii outfits in Smash Wii U 3DS got, upgraded, you could say, to a playable character status. But then again, there's still the characters that haven't. I think, Hayachi we haven't seen yet, even though he's a likely possible candidate for DLC. I think Monster Hunter did. Geno did. Black Knight. Black Knight's an assist trophy from Fire Emblem. So, I mean, does the Mii outfit help Tails in this case? I think it's at least a point in his favor. You know, Sega having, what, 2 reps, I believe, with Sonic and, what's her face? I don't remember. Don't care, didn't play as her. But I don't know. Could Sega get one of those coveted DLC spots for the Fighter Pass? I think it's possible. Especially, like I've said a couple times already, Sega and Nintendo seem to work pretty well together. They got crossover games, Mario and Sonic, the Olympic games and stuff like that. I think it could happen. Do I think highly that it would be Tails, or I don't know. There's other characters that are like higher on my list that I expect to be in the game for third-party characters other than Sega. So I don't know. Either of these characters, do I expect either of these? No, but again, going back to my rule, vote for who you personally would want. I'm voting Ryu Hayabusa. I think this character would be so, I don't know. I think he would fit very well, and he's got like just a vibe about it. I don't know. I personally would love to see this character. Anyway, so there's my vote. Ryu Hayabusa. I'm voting. Let me know who you guys got. Ryu Hayabusa, or are you going to vote Tails? I know there's a lot of Tails fans out there, so this one should be interesting. And, well, just, I guess, to see who votes for Tails and to see who might know who Ryu Hayabusa actually is. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this voting actually turns out. So that is going to be it for this one. Again, let me go give you a sneak peek for Monday. It's going to be ugly on Monday. Game 13 for Monday. Here's your sneak peek. Sora from Kingdom Hearts taking on Waluigi. Okay, yeah, that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Let me know who you got down in the comments. Ryu Hayabusa or Tails. Pretty simple. Anyway, that is going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.